cheating. No, high key.
Right,
that's high
of
key
course.
cheating. And also, Fireball is amazing. You're flooded with the Gimp option, and as well as just the ladder combos you can do. But we're not talking about that. Speaking of ladder combos, we have Falco and Snake into this matchup on Pokemon Stadium 2.
Man, I think
AlanDiss.
Mario's hard. I don't know what you're talking about. But, you know, speaking of hard combos, we have Falco here with some really ridiculous stuff. But it's AlanDiss who's going to be showing off the combo game of Snake with a pretty solid conversion on the bird.
Oh, God.
And ridiculous parries AlanDiss is getting on.
He's stuck. Why would you jump? You fool!
Oh, I feel so bad.
I saw the stuck coming in, and then he jumped up with the C4 attached to his body. The bird goes flying into the air, Falco.
That sucks, man. Oh my, he just crawls towards him.
Yeah. And
He gets the footstool. AlanDiss really going for some weird stuff right now. Gets turned around by Shine.
Doing a really
What is
good
happening?
I don't know, but it's going in AlanDiss's favor, so you probably.
Yeah, we're seeing some real Snake stuff right now.
And look at that
hit by
C4.
the Cypher. Ugh, God, the Cypher just smacking into poor Pellonian. Really hard to get his footing here, but gonna just, you know, take it back a little bit. Now, I like that AlanDiss, whenever Pellonian pulls out the gun, is just crawling on the ground, just showing, like, I'm no party to this.
And the biggest problem is just like it's not just like the gameplay that's happening right now. It's just Falco's a character. Absolutely one of the worst neutrals in the game. You actually no, well, not one of the worst. He doesn't have one. Falco neutral is up tilt. You have a very good punish game. That's like the #1 thing. You have great punish game, and you can do some nice little edge guards. But he tried to go for the stick again. I think it's on him, as you can see.
Well, it might be on him, yeah. Oh, jeez.
That's
what do you even
rough.
do if you're Pellonian there?
That's rough.
God, you wonder like what was going through their mind while they were waiting, just seeing what AlanDiss was gonna do.
I mean, in those scenarios when we're commentating, all we can really say is like in Avatar. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you just hate to see it. Like, come on. And really sadistic from AlanDiss to just hang out on the platform, watching Pellonian freak out on stage.
Alan's stuck Pelloni 3 times already.
Yeah,
so that
really
kind of says a lot about this like confidence coming into play. And the smash got the grenade in hand. DI, perfect enough. I love the reflector. Get that
reflect from Pellonian.
Good stuff from there. It's just the fact that Falco can't get in, no neutral whatsoever, and AlanDiss is just playing it perfectly with that safe game. That even it gets an up tilt, sure gets a low confirmation, but can't get anything else. Trying to get away with that perfect spike, little spin kick down.
Hell yeah, Pellonian. Hell yeah.
Gets it down. AlanDiss still really confident. Hits him with the 1-2-3 jab. 117% on this Falco's. Gotta be careful. And
yeah, that's a dead bird.
That's a dead bird. It's a cooked up bird. But my goodness, let me tell you, that's a rough matchup. That is horrible. Because like if you're playing Falco and you're going against a character who has like immaculate neutral, it's a rough matchup.
Yeah, of course, Falco, of course, is a very good punish game and has some moves that are very good in neutral. But the problem is that the moves that allow them to access that punish game are moves that also happen to be kind of dodgy in neutral.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's really hard to explain because like I'm trying to think of like a game plan that you could do, but it's just the fact that Snake controls so much of the stage, has really good kill confirms, has like so much shield pressure, and as well as ledge trapping. Like maybe one thing I would say is that when Snake's getting that ledge trap down, pull down, jump up reflector could potentially get that mortar shot off of you. But at the same time, Snake can cover that. There's too many options, you know? That's like the difference between a top-tier character and a mid-tier. That's like the biggest difference within these fighting games, especially with Smash Ultimate. And if you're Pellonian right now, you're desperately trying to think of an idea, but at the same time, you kind of have to face the facts that the tools that you have, you know, sometimes don't really work against a character built like Snake.
But, you know, I think Pellonian towards the end there had a much safer neutral strategy against AlanDiss. And, of course, they had some lucky breaks right at the beginning with some of the stickies that AlanDiss was managing to land. But I think that that's also just a bit of the shell shock against playing against a Snake player like AlanDiss. It's possible that Pellonian maybe doesn't play against Snake so regularly. Or certainly, I mean, you know, AlanDiss has their own unique style to the character. And I think that it's possible for Pellonian to really figure this one out. I think that perhaps a lot of the things that they do in other sort of more slow matchups, like shooting lasers, won't really work against Snake. So I'm interested to see what they do to try and stop themselves from getting stuck by Snake, and also make sure that they're not giving up neutral for free.
And I love that on the battlefield, you're having more platforms, especially with your ladder combos. So definitely an agreement on choice there. But I understand why AlanDiss doesn't mind coming onto the stage. It's still a relatively great stage for Snake to work with. And especially the fact that AlanDiss, that I noticed that he loves doing, is that he loves forcing his opponents on top of that platform to shield, and he jumps up sticks. And exactly, like right there. You just tried to go for it again.
And one thing that I'm noticing from Pellonian that I think is good but a little dangerous is that they'll often try and jump up and either shine or laser to disrupt their opponent's ledge trapping option. And unfortunately, just waiting a little too much in that airspace above AlanDiss to try and get what I assume was a back air, and unfortunately AlanDiss just gonna rock it with the Snake up tilt and get the kill on Pellonian. And AlanDiss just hanging out on the ground, and difficult stuff for Pellonian to punish, especially given how bad Falco's dash speed can be.
Like, that was just a single representation of it. Like, Pellonian tries to play safe, AlanDiss doesn't mind, plays safe as well as with there, makes one mistake, eats 39% instantly. Like, that's like one of the roughest matchups, especially with this Falco, trying to desperately come up with an option, all these explosions covering it up, gets away with it, thankfully, and gets the
nice
kill.
Back air? I can't believe I actually said nice back air while commentating. That's unfortunate. Yeah, but it was a good back air. You know what? I don't regret it.
What we usually do is that we have a jar.
Yeah, I have to put like a quarter in there. Oh god. Yeah, I found a dime on the street today. I was very excited.
Give it up.
Yeah,
put in the CD
slot. 10 cents. And I thought like, oh great, like I have this coin now. Now I can say nice back air and not have to worry about it.
And gets away with it. Speaking of that, little spot dodge, a little holding down still. Wants to hit it with that up tilt. Get the C4 down. Thankfully dashes away just in time, but Pellonian feels like that feels like AlanDiss is kind of playing with his food at this moment.
Oh! Yeah, and I think Pellonian really trying to not give AlanDiss such free reign on stage, which is good. But of course, they keep having to go for these very risky options just because Snake makes everything you do into a risky option. I'm not going to say it this time. I know better.
Yep, good bait. Baits out the air dodge. Instantly falls down with the punish on the up smash, knowing the lag's coming to play. Up smash doesn't connect directly, but forces out the air dodge. Yeah, that's rough. That is just rough. Like, it was a great game plan, but it was just the initial hit caught him off guard. Thought he had to air dodge away from it, but unfortunately, it was not it. Pellonian still in this though, just can't get hit too much.
Oh, okay, I like what Pellonian's doing here. I like this combo game, but how are they gonna finish it?
Yeah, tries to get something down air on shield.
Oh, great like grab. Oh, goes to the down air. I don't blame Pellonian for that at all, but that was a psycho down air.
I think one thing is that Pellonian has all this momentum rolling forward, but you can't let that overwhelm yourself. Because like when people get too confident, that's when you start making those little mistakes, and Pellonian's got to be really careful. Because AlanDiss may be behind. It's Snake though. It's Snake, baby.
Right, of course. Like you can always just get snaked out, and like it'll be like the worst 5 seconds of your life, and then you'll just be out of TNS Pandemic Losers Round 4.
You just gotta be careful. Gets away with it. Great usage of the up tilt. Jump not available, but AlanDiss, great B reversals to get himself out of there. Sit shield, holding shield right in front of each other. Reminder of that Smash 4 neutral that we all love so goddamn dear, but the down tilt to check that shield. Great dash attack. Gets away with it.
It's so funny that like despite the fact that Pellonian was at like 30%, both players were playing like they were in kill percent because both of them basically were.
It's just the respect as well that Pellonian's giving in right now. Getting a little bit of a tough moment. Look at the Snake damage coming into play, but the up smash in the wrong direction gets himself killed. Pellonian takes game number 2. Hopefully we'll have to get game plan for game number 3, but my goodness, Pellonian coming back hard.
Yeah, no, I love that from Pellonian. I think Pellonian really bringing it together towards the end there. And yeah, I think that was impressive stuff. AlanDiss, of course, putting on a pretty close game there, and certainly, you know, Pellonian's got a lot to deal with game 3, but I think Pellonian's made some huge adaptations, and I think that Pellonian can really bring this one together in game 3 if they really put their mind to it. But of course, a lot of that comes down to this decision right here. Where is AlanDiss gonna go for game 3?
I don't know. Oh no, there's a lot of
I
stages.
think we're seeing like Kalos or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I doubt
huge.
I doubt the battlefield stage will pass again. Like the distance he was able to use, and sure that AlanDiss loves to go for those sticks. I think he's gonna go for them a lot less this time. I think it's like Pellonian is kind of caught on to the habits and is playing a little more safe, especially that game was perfect, and that mind of trying to get that punish down. So hopefully be able to get in there, because here's the thing: when you win that game and you're heading into the when you're heading into that kind of like that final game setting, having that stage counter pick is really strong. So
yeah, it really kind of feels like game 1 of a set is just like over who gets to pick the stage in game 3 in a lot of ways.
Yeah, but hopefully we're hopping right into game number 3 of this set. AlanDiss versus Pellonian. Final match, who gets to decide. And like you said earlier, Kalos is going to be the stage kicked out, and immediately he just crawls right under that laser, knowing it's exactly what happened. But AlanDiss and Pellonian going to be having in this little rematch here. If you're AlanDiss right now, do you keep up with the same game plan, or what you change?
If you're AlanDiss right now, I think you just gotta, to me, I think that one of the big things is that Pellonian is sort of doing a much better job kind of fighting from mid-range. So I think that, to me, what you do if you're AlanDiss is you either commit much harder to the camping, because I think that Snake does a little better camping than Falco, or you just go way in with Snake's crazy hitboxes. But I think that kind of staying at mid-range and waiting for Pellonian to commit to something, as AlanDiss was doing in the last game, isn't really going to cut it anymore, because I think Pellonian has a much better grasp over what options are really working and what options are paying dividends and which ones aren't. And it's really causing AlanDiss to fall behind here in a big way, I think. And wow, what a back air reads the roll in on that platform. Really impressive stuff from Pellonian. And of course, it's a difficult thing when you're on that platform. You really want to get back into the stage, but you always have to consider, like, could my opponent really cover this if I rolled out? And AlanDiss paying a pretty brutal price for that judgment call there, unfortunately.
Careful. You're 20 cents down now. Second compliment on that back air. Better be careful. It's going to be broke pretty soon. But these two players, like you said, are swinging at air. Pellonian with a sizable lead, and as I like this, he's switching up his game plan to be more of this passive play. AlanDiss in a bit of a struggle, but Nikita is out. Just clips him for a little bit.
God, yeah, I hate to see it. Nice side B from AlanDiss. Does that count? Am I allowed to say that?
That's 5 cents.
Questionable, borderline.
Oh, I think that's borderline. So
yeah, great parry from AlanDiss, but it doesn't matter because he parried a multi-hit. Really unfortunate. I don't know why that works like that, but who knows.
It's a very Smash Ultimate thing.
Yeah,
he got
seriously.
a parry, but it was a multi-hit, so he didn't get
anything. Yeah, I don't know. I find it so funny when people get a parry and then like put their shield back up, like just to show that they could have if they wanted to.
But perfectly
See, like
placed.
now I can't say anything. I can't even say it.
Oh, you can say alternate stuff like perfectly placed attack by Pellonian to secure himself that stock. Even with the taunt as well, he's really feeling himself. And if you're AlanDiss, I feel kind of bad because you were kind of clouding on him on that first game, and that second game you got overconfident.
Not close. I don't know the Pellonians earned the right to taunt here, but you know what? Whatever you got to do, that's mental warfare, I suppose.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Both these are soldiers. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, jeez. Oh, and the grenade gonna take AlanDiss for a ride, and unfortunately that Kalos counter pick coming in Pellonian's favor, as that up tilt is not gonna take out Pellonian, even at 90%, even with how light Falco is. He's just a little bird.
I love how safe Pellonian's playing right now. Like, no need to risk anything. Sure, he gets hit up once or twice, but I love that perfect reflector. He's gotta be careful of that C4 though. Good stuff by him. Tries to go for a that was the most Wi-Fi option. Great DI to get himself away from that laser.
Just gets that grab.
Pellonian, great stuff. He's able to really secure it down. AlanDiss, this is the worst part. See, Snake disadvantage is horrible because, like, sure, you can get those, like,
God, he just waits and up tilts.
That's like Street Fighter. That's literally Street Fighter when you wait for your opponent to jump and you just catch him up with the anti-air short. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But I wouldn't count AlanDiss out yet. I still got the
doesn't get the up air. Snake's a little bit outside that percent, but of course, one good conversion from AlanDiss and Pellonian will find himself in the Snake zone, so to speak.
Forward air does connect. 174, getting hit up with these lasers in a huge disadvantage situation, and perfectly placed Pellonian with the reverse sweep coming into this.
You're on thin ice, dude.
I know, but I know what I'm doing. That's why I'm not saying it, but Pellonian coming